everyone, and welcome back to our channel. If this is your first time here, I'm glad you joined us. On this channel, we explore lifestyle and career, relocation, and travel opportunities around the world. Today's presentation is about top 10 African countries you can relocate to in 2025. With practical information for entrepreneurs, professionals, students in higher education, tourists, and retirees, plus estimated living costs and immigration requirements you can use right away. Below, we begin. And before we begin, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future updates. Just a quick note, immigration rules change every now and then. Treat the bullets below as a practical, up-to-date starting checklist, and always double-check the country's official immigration or embassy website before you apply. Number 1, Rwanda. The opportunities available: 1, for entrepreneurs, tech startups, eco and community tourism, F&B hospitality. For professionals, IT development or NGO, healthcare, hospitality management. For higher education, University of Rwanda and international programs are expanding. For tourists, gorilla trekking, Lake Kivu, the scenic hills are available tourist opportunities. For retirees, secure neighborhood, accessible health care for you, and a very quiet lifestyle. The estimated monthly cost of living. For a single person, you will need approximately $800 to $1,200 for a month. For a family of 3 or 4, you will need about $1,800 to $2,500 in a month. For a retiree, a single retiree person, you will need about $1,000 to $1,500 to make a good living. The immigration requirements and how to move. The main visa, e-visa, so it's called, or visitor visa for a short stay, work visas, and long-term residence for employment or investment. The common documents required is a passport of 6 months validity, passport photo in case of long-term residency. You will need employment contract or company registration, police clearance, certificate, medical checks, proof of accommodation. Now, how to apply? Most permits and e-visas handled with Rwanda's Directorate General of Immigration and Immigration Services. Portal employment sponsorship is common for work resident resident permits. Special routes, investors or business registration, support residency permit. Targeted initiatives for each entrepreneurs exists as well. For the processing note, employer-sponsored work resident permits typically require notarized documents and several weeks to process. Number 2, Ghana. The opportunities available for entrepreneurs, agriculture and agri-tech, real estate, fintech, creative industries. 2, professionals, healthcare is available, education, banking, infrastructures. For higher education, University of Ghana and other regional institutions. For tourists, Gold Coast history, Cape Coast castles, music and festivals. For retirees, warm climate, community life, affordable living. Estimated monthly cost of living in dollars. For a single person, from $700 to $1,200. For a family, $1,800 to $2,400. For a single retiree, $900 to $1,500. Now, immigration and how to move. For the main visa, for a visitor or a tourist, a business visa, work permit, and residence permit, usually employers-sponsored investment resident permits for business owners. The common documents required are passport photos, visa form, employment letter or company registration, academic certificates, and police clearance. How to apply? For short stays via consulate or embassy, work permit or residence processed through Ghana Immigration Service with employer or business sponsor. For special routes, diaspora facilitation and investor tracks exist. Check local programs for returnees. For a processing note, work permits normally require proof that the role cannot be filled locally and are employer sponsored. The third country on our list is Kenya. Kenya has a silicon savanna with strong regional pull. Opportunities available for entrepreneurs are tech startups, agri-tech, fintech, tourism services. For professionals in finance, IT, conservation, hospitality. For higher education, University of Nairobi and other private and international schools. For tourists, Masai Mara, Mount Kenya, Indian Ocean coasts. For retirees, good private health care in major cities, and coastal quieter options. The estimated cost of living in Kenya for a single person is $900 to $1,300 per month. For a family, $2,000 to $2,800 per month. For a single retiree, $1,000 to $1,600. As far as immigration and how to move is concerned, main visa is e-visa for tourists, work permits, class H, etc. Ordinary residents for long stays. Common documents required are passport, photos, online application, e-citizen, employment letter, CV, academic certificates, police clearance, medical. How to apply? Permit passes are applied for online via Kenya e-citizen portal. Employers often sponsor work visas or residence applications. Special routes, regional EAC arrangements, for example, East African Tourist Visa for Rwanda, Kenya, Uganda, and revolving remote work categories. Checklist, latest portal guidance. Processing note, employer-led applications are normal. Allow 4 to 8 weeks depending on category. Next on our list is South Africa, the diverse economy and world-class university. Opportunities available for entrepreneurs, finance, tourism, creative industries, tech in Cape Town and Johannesburg. Professionals in medicine, you have medical opportunities, engineering, IT, finance, and etc. For higher education, you have University of Cape Town and other private and international universities. For a tourist, you can go on Kruger safaris, Cape Windlands, Garden Route. For retirees, range of urban and coastal living, modern healthcare facilities in larger cities. Estimated monthly cost of living for a single person, about $900 to $1,500. For a family, about $2,200 to $3,200. For a single retiree, about $1,200 to $1,800. Immigration and how to move to South Africa. The main visas or visitor visa, general work visa, corporate work visa, critical skills work visa, business investor visa, and permanent resident options. The common documents required are passport, photos. Your passport must be valid for at least 6 months. Visa forms to be filled out, employment contract or offer, proof of qualification, police clearance, proof of funds, and medical history where required. How to apply? You apply via South African Department of Home Affairs and consular channels. Some visas are VFS as a submission partner. Critical skills visa require evidence of scarce qualified skills. Special routes. Critical skills work visa and announced visa reforms, including point-based and remote work visas. Monitor DHA announcements. Processing notes. Document heavy backlogs can occur. Use official DHA guidance and VFS for accurate form and fees. Number 5 on our list is Namibia. Namibia has a wide open space for quiet lifestyle and eco-tourism focus. The opportunities available for entrepreneurs include ecotourism, algae, renewable energy projects, specialty hospitality. Professionals include mining, engineering, hospitality, and conservation. For higher education, you have growing institutions and technical colleges. For tourism and tourists, you have Namibia Desert, you have Sosuvele, Etosha National Park. For a single retiree person, you have low population density, peace, and safety. The estimated cost of living in Namibia includes for a single, it's about $700 to $1,000 per month. For a family, you have about $1,600 to $2,300 per month. For a retiree, single person, you have about $900 to $1,400 a month. For immigration and how to move, you have tourist visa, for tourist or visitor visa, short-term employment permits up to 6 months. You have longer work resident permits and investor business permits. The common documents required are passports, 6 months validity. You have application form, employer letter or business registration. You have proof of qualifications, police clearance, and medical certificate. How to apply? Namibia's Ministry of Home Affairs and Immigration Services, Embassy Channel, short-term employment permits can be applied for online. Employer sponsorship is often required for longer permits. Special routes, investor or business permits when registering a company locally. Number 6 on our list is Botswana. Botswana has political stability and strong conservation tourism sector. The opportunities available in Botswana for entrepreneurs are ecotourism, castle and agriculture, value chains, niche hospitality. For professionals, you have finance, healthcare, education, conservation. For higher education, you have University of Botswana and regional institutes. For tourists, you have Okavango Delta, you have Chobe, you have wildlife safaris. For single retirees, you have secure and a steady environment, good for quiet retirement. The estimated monthly cost of living are as follows. For singles, $750 to $1,100 per month. For a family of at least 3 or 4, you have $1,700 to $1,400 per month. For a single retiree, you have $900 to $1,500 per month. Main visas. For visitor tourist visa, you have work and residence permit for employment, investor, business permit for company founders. Common documents required are passport valid for 6 months, passport photos, completed application, employment contract, company registration, tax document, police clearance, and medicals. How to apply. Residence or work permit applications are processed through Botswana immigration offices and embassies. Employers usually initiate sponsored application. Special routes available. Investor routes for business owners, some long-term residence paths for key investors, employees. To note, standard employer-sponsored application process, consult Botswana Immigration or Embassy for forms. Next one on our list is Morocco. Mediterranean lifestyle, trade links to Europe. The opportunities available include for entrepreneurs, renewable energy, exports, tourism, hospitality. For professionals, you have logistics, education, IT, tourism management. For higher education, you have public and private universities and international programs institutions. For tourists, you have Marrakech, Medina, Atlas Mountain, Sahara excursions, and coastal towns. For a single retiree, you have Mediterranean climate, cultural variety, relatively low cost of living. Estimated monthly living cost includes, for singles, $800 to $1,200. For a family of 3 or 4, you have $1,900 to $2,700 per month. You have for retirees, $1,000 to $1,500 per month. Immigration and how to move. For main visas, short stay visas. For many nationals and residence permits, for anyone staying 90 days, work visa for employment. The common documents required are passport valid for 6 months, photos, visa residence form, employment or host letter, proof of accommodation in Morocco, criminal record, police clearance certificate, and medical certificate. How to apply. For short stays via consulate or embassy, long-term residents must register with local police prefecture and apply for a residence card after arrival. Employers normally support work visa applications. Special routes. Investor business registration support residents, expatriates, community, and Europe-linked trade structures. They help business integration. This is just a note for processing. Resident applications in Morocco require registering with the Bureau d'Étranger or prefecture. Bureaucracy can be very, very slow. So apply as soon as possible on arrival. The next on our list is Mauritius, an island living, investor, and expat-friendly policies. List of opportunities available, including for entrepreneurs. You have financial services. You have tourism and resort ventures, IT, and BPO services. For professionals, you have banking, law, IT, hospitality. For higher education, you have University of Mauritius and international programs. For tourists, you have beaches, luxury resorts, multicultural island life. For retirees, you have safe island lifestyle with good private health care and expats community. The estimated monthly living costs include for singles $1,000 to $1,500 per month. For family of 3 or 4, you have $2,300 to $3,200 per month. For a retiree, single retiree, you have $1,200 per month to $1,800 per month. Regarding immigration and how to move, main visas, visitor occupation permit, combined work resident for skilled workers and investors, young professional occupation permit, which we call YPOP, and permanent residence permit routes. The common documents required include passports, valid for 6 months, photo, job contract, or proof of investment, police clearance certificate, academic certificates, medicals, proof of funds. How to apply. Occupation permits and YPOP applications are processed through the Economic Development Board, EDB, and relevant immigration channels. Employers often submit YPOP applications. Special route. Occupation permit simplifies work or residence in one permit. PRP has stricter thresholds for long-term settlement. Processing note. Mauritius offers a clear one-stop process via EDB, but policies tightened in 2024 to 2025. Always check EDB guidance for up-to-date thresholds. Next one on our list is Uganda. Uganda, the pearl of Africa, with strong eco and tourism draws. The opportunities available for entrepreneurs include agriculture, ecotourism, hospitality, renewable projects. For professionals, include healthcare, education, and development sectors. For higher education, you have Makerere University and regional options. For tourists, you have gorilla trekking, you have Source of the Nile, you have national parks. For single retirees, you have low cost of living, you have green landscapes, and you have a slower pace of life. The estimated monthly living cost includes, for singles, $600 to $1,000 per month. You have for families of 3 or 4, $1,000 to $2,200 per month. For a single person retiree, you have $800 to $1,300 per month. Immigration and how to move to Uganda. For main visas, Uganda e-visa for tourists, short stays, work permits, employer-sponsored, and other passes, student-dependent special permits. The common documents required are passport, valid for 6 months, passport photos, application forms, employer or employment letter for work permits, police, Interpol police or Interpol clearance, certificate, and other qualifications. And how to apply. Use the official Uganda electronic visa permit portal for visa and permit applications. Work permits are sponsored by the employer, organization, and follow class-specific forms. Special routes, certificate of residence and other long stays permit for those with extended legal stay and tax compliance. Processing note, employer sponsored required for work permits, online portal payments supported with transaction references. Always use the official Uganda e-visa portal. Next one on our list is Tanzania. Tanzania has safaris, Kilimanjaro, and Island Life in Zanzibar. The opportunities available include entrepreneurs, tourism services, ecotourism lodges, agriculture, and processing renewable energy. For professionals, you have conservation, teaching, healthcare, hospitality. For higher education, you have University of Dar es Salaam and regional schools. For tourism, you have Serengeti, Mount Kilimanjaro, Zanzibar beaches. For retirees, you have affordable coastal living in Zanzibar or a quieter mainland towns. The estimated monthly cost of living for a single person is about $700 to $1,100 per month. For a family of 3 or 4, you have $1,600 to $2,400 per month. For a retiree, single person, you have about you have $900 to $1,400 per month. Immigration requirements and how to move. To obtain main visas, Tanzania e-visa for tourists, work and resident permits, class A, B, C, depending on status, and investor or business permit for company founders. The common document required is a passport valid for 6 months, at least, passport photos, online application, employment letter, company registration, police clearance, certified academic documents, medical certificate. How to apply? Use Tanzania official e-visa portal for tourists, visas, and immigration. Online work permit resident systems for permits. Employer often initiate work residence applications. Special routes, class A or B investor or employment permits, distinct contractor, self-employed categories. Check for the work resident classification definitions. A special processing note is that residence and work permits are class-based, class A, B, or C. Fees and documents lists are published on the immigration portal for several weeks for processing. Quick practical checklist site for on-screen or slide deck. Passport with 6 months, like I mentioned earlier, validity and blank spaces. Passport photo, recent certificate, certified copies of degrees and professional certificates, notarized, translated if needed. You need police clearance, criminal record check, apostille or authentication if required, medical certificate where required, employment contract, company incorporation, documents or investment proof for investor routes. Need proof of accommodation and proof of funds. Need bank statements, employer-sponsored permits. Start early. Employers usually must apply on the employee's behalf. Online portals use the official e-visa immigration portals. Avoid third-party fee traps. Processing times is for about weeks to months. Some countries publish fast-track options for fees. Keep digital copies, original documents when traveling. This is your complete country-to-country relocation package for the top 10 African countries to relocate to in 2025. Please share, like, and subscribe to our channel so that our next episode will reach you immediately we publish it on YouTube. Thank you very much for this opportunity.